Shirley, the herb lady from Alaska, and this is my 50th year in Alaska. We're going to speak on rosemary. Rosemary, I use it every single week in my shampoo. It just really helps your hair. It helps it to stay in. It helps it to come in. It just helps. Rosemary does. Okay, rosemary is a very effective inhalant and used for massage, bath, shampoo, and facials. It's astringent, and astringent, remember, tightens up. It tightens everything up. And it's beneficial for all skin types and skin conditions, including acne, dandruff, dermatitis, eczema, and wrinkles. Excuse me. Dermatologists have long used rosemary to read pars for their hair and skin health and ability to stimulate circulation in the skin and scalp. Rosemary also heals burns. In Europe, research have a double-blind study trial effective on aromatherapy, and they use it for different skin disease, and a preparation that contains essential oils with rosemary, thyme, lavender, and cedarwood mixed with grapeseed and hoper oil, carrier oil, were the massage into the scalp for 7 months. Assessment at 3 months, they took pictures, and at 7 months. And they'd seen a significant degree of improvement of 44% of the patients using the essential preparation, compared with only 15 with the controlled preparation, which contains only grapeseed and hoper oil. They didn't put no essential oils. So that was quite a bit. Confirmed to be safe and effective on any kind of skin disease. The essential rosemary is recommended for combating respiratory ailments. Rosemary contains different oils that helps to speed up health. Rosemary is antibacterial, and the Egyptians have demonstrated the effectiveness of rosemary against meningitis, pneumonia, and a bacteria response for disease such as leprosy and TB. Last week I had a guy came in, and his brother's in the hospital, and they only gave him 24 hours to live. So he said, what would I do? What would I do? And he was on an inhalant, and he couldn't, they couldn't breathe on his own. So, and this just happened last week. So he came in, and he wanted to get something that I use. It's called ET. And so I got him ET, and I said, you can make a tea out of it and give it to him. But I said, I don't know if the hospital will let you do it. They said he only got 24 hours to live, and he said, I think they'll let me do anything. So anyway, he got the ET, and he said, I don't have any money. But he said, if it was you, what would you do? And I said, well, if he was my brother, I would put silver shield in him and just keep on putting it down him, because when you're sick like that, you got either a bacteria or a virus coming against you, or some kind of toxins. And I said, bacteria and viruses can be taken care of by a silver shield. So he bought a big bottle, which is $97, and it's got 32 ounces. And I told him, just put as much as you can down him. And so he said, okay. And he said, what else? And I think he got, frankincense. And I said, the oil is expensive. It's because when I was reading this about how good it is, I said, use frankincense and put it on his feet and down his back. And he said, I don't have the money, but he said, let me call his wife. She called his wife at the hospital, and she said, get it, and I'll pay you back. And anyway, he went on and got it. And so he went to the hospital. He went to the hospital the very next day. This was just last week. And that was on a Friday. The next Monday, he called me, and he said he was just so happy. He had put it, this guy, his job, he does foot massages, so he knows how to massage the feet. So he took the frankincense and just massaged his brother's feet just kept on doing it, kept on doing it. And see, the hospital had already gave him 24 hours, so when they give him 24 hours to live, they take the water away, and he said they take the food away, and they took his oxygen away that they had in his mouth. So he's just laying there. So he's, I'm laughing because, I mean, this guy shocked the living daylights out of me. What happened was, he kept on massaging his feet, and then he put the frankincense all the way up and down his back, up and down his back, and then feathered it out, and kept on giving him the silver. Well, I don't know how long it was later, but anyway, he's sitting there. All at once, his brother sits up and says, "I'm hungry, give me some food." And he called the nurse in, and she said, "No," you know, and she called the doctor in, and he said, "What did you do?" And he said, "I gave him some herbs." And they just looked at it, and they went on and got him some food. And so right now, this was, let's see, he went in Saturday. He got the stuff Friday going, and he called me Monday. And so anyway, I just thought it was so neat. So the main thing is they gave him 24 hours, but he's up sitting and eating. So I'm really thankful for that testimony. The guy called me, and even his brother from Arizona called me and said, "I want some herbs." But anyway, it says right here, the bacteria responsible for the disease of leprosy and TB. If you can get that bacteria under control with silver, because we send also the silver that we have, we send it all the way over to Africa, because 800,000 babies die a year of malaria, and it only takes 2 4-ounce bottles. Altogether, it takes 8-ounce bottles to get rid of malaria of a brand new baby, and you can save their life. So it's so wonderful that God provided something for us to take care of us. If we just have to learn. I have spent my life, when my husband got sick, of learning, and more I learn, more I can tell people. And all I do is I sit here and tell people, when they keep talking to me, I try to figure out, okay, they come in for one reason, and they tell me, "Oh, this happened, this nerve don't work, this don't work," and I go, "Oh yeah, I know they work, but I got to figure out why they don't work on that person." And there's always a reason, always. And just 2 days ago, there was a reason why it was not working in this lady, and the main reason was that her liver was, she don't have a gallbladder, and her liver was acting up, and she was blaming the pills for making her throw up. And it's a liver most time is what makes it, you know, you to vomit and everything like that. And then come to find out, she was not eating towards her blood type. She was an A, and she was drinking milk, and she's loaded with mucus. And so anyway, I got her some herbs that we can make liquid tea out of, so she didn't have to drink anything. I mean, so she could drink instead of eat capsules. And now she's, because when you're A and you're drinking a lot of milk, you got to spit that mucus up. I had one lady came in on the 3rd week. I had her on a cleanse, and this was just a baby cleanse. I mean, she was just changing her eating habits. She was spitting up 3 handsful of mucus. But guess what? She had irregular heartbeat, and they wanted to put her on medicine. They didn't have to after that, because the irregular heartbeat went regular. So you got to find out what you've been doing wrong and get it cleaned out, and then the body will repair itself. That's what I keep telling people. We don't have to worry about being repaired. It will do itself. But what we have to be concerned about is eating correctly and cleaning our body out, and then the body does the rest. In addition, the study in British essential oils with viruses. It kills viruses, and it is believed these oils that's in rosemary is antiviral, and it helps to kill the viruses. And the French scientists have conducted research, determined that the essential oil purifies and deodorizes the air, destroying bacteria such as staph, strep, and several oils is found to be effective to destroy 90% of the microscopes within 3 R's, including clover, lavender, lemon, mint, pine, rosemary, and thyme. Inhaling the essential oils is beneficial because in many cases the infection lingers in the sinus between bouts. And I keep reading this in like 3 or 4 different oils. You get a bout of infection in your sinus. Then it goes away. Well, it's still there. But if you use essential oils and breathe it in and keep breathing in, it will kill it because it's lingering in there, just like with parasites. When you have parasites, they have the eggs, the larvae, and the larvae, if you got mucus in your colon, lingers in between the larvae, and the larva stays in between the mucus of the colon, and then they become adults. And people say, well, I got rid of those. Well, you got a cycle. There's like 3 cycles in parasites, and you got rid of 1 cycle, but that's why you got to stay on the cleanse for a long time. I see these cleanses, 10 days, 12 days. Oh, yeah, right. I mean, you don't get rid of something like that took years and years to multiply. But people, they need to study, and they need to. Well, I worked with my husband for so many years. But he just turned 79, and he's bouncing around like a ball. I mean, he is. And last night I kept on saying, you need potassium, because I was reading this whole article. In fact, I'm taking a college class on. It's one I've already taken like 25 years ago, but I wanted to renew it. And I was listening about potassium. And potassium, if you have any cysts or any tumors, a lot of times, any moles, it's like a potassium. And you have to keep taking it until they literally just go away. And he doesn't have any, but I don't want him to have any. And he hasn't been taking potassium for a long time. And so I said, well, you get a bottle of potassium and start taking it. So he kept on looking until he could find it. Because see, what we take is the ones that go out of date in the shop. Then we take them. They can be up to 20 years old and they still work. As long as they're in the capsule, they still work. The best essential oil for infection and respiratory problems, along with eucalyptus, frankincense, lavender, pine, and thyme. Rosemary essential oil is also regarded as a heart tonic, and it helps with the gallbladder and the liver digestion. And rosemary helps to reduce bloating, water retention, edema. Rosemary oil is also helpful for aches and pains and cramps and headaches. Research shows that it helps with rosemary, frankincense, helps with different pain and cramping. They energize and uplifts. Rosemary reduces mental fatigue, strain while stimulating and enhancing memory. You know, if you think about it, if it enhances memory and you're putting it on your hair in the shampoo, it's really, I mean, it's going to do like you think the oil, you're taking it for one reason, and I found out many times it does 2 or 3 or maybe 5 or 6 different other things for it. But it helps your memory, thinking, and alertness. In fact, according to a German study, inhaling rosemary actually stimulates physical activity. So we all need to, if we don't get up and exercise, smell rosemary oil in us. It gets us up and gets us going. So we become more activity. Rosemary is from is an oil is a high grade of oil. You see, people don't realize there's different oils that you can get, and depends on how much energy that's in it, because they have hertz in them. And like rose is the highest, but cheap oil is, if it's mixed with chemicals, it may just have 1 or 2 hertz. But the real stuff without no chemicals can be up to 350 hertz. And our brain only works on 72 hertz. So people need to realize that it can really help if you get a good oil. Well, I hope you enjoy that about rosemary. Here's a little bit more about it, but you keep hearing me repeat. Well, see, I get the information from like 4 or 5 books. So if it's repeat, it's the same thing. And I like to hear it from doctors, the same thing from not just one doctor, not from 2 doctors. I found out when I was in health foods before I got into herbs, I had to read it 3 times before I believed it. Because one doctor can have his opinion, but that's an opinion. But when they do the research and they show it, and it happens to 3 doctors, then you know it's moving on, and you know it can do it. And it says it's antibacterial, rosemary is, and it's respiratory infection, bronchitis, hepatitis. It's good for nervous tension because of the lower camphor and higher content. Rosemary is milder, and so it's well suited for chest, lung, and sinus infection. It's ideal for skin problems and can be used to combat hair loss. Rosemary is warm and relieves cold and asthmatic spasms. You can put it on a diffuser. You can spray it in the room. Rosemary increases warmth and stimulates blood circulation. It's wonderful for cold feet, tired, weak legs, circulatory problems, sore muscles, rheumatoid pain, arthritis, gout. Rosemary may be beneficial for skin problems, for hair tonic to stimulate circulation and prevent hair loss when added to the shampoo. And that's what I do. I have a 32-ounce bottle, and I add about half a bottle of rosemary oil. And then I shake it up really good, back and forth and upside down and all that stuff. And sinus, rosemary is high doses. It can help to relieve lower blood pressure. It can help you with the appetite, muscle pain, heart trouble, and circulatory disorders. Antiseptic oils are used for muscle pain, rheumatoid, depression, migraines, headaches, cough, flu. It can be for calming, soothing nerves and muscles. In China, rosemary is used for soothing muscles, stimulating headaches, and antiviral. So have a great day and enjoy your rosemary.